Good morning, listeners. Welcome to Top of the Morning by Mint, your weekday newscast that brings you 5 major stories from the world of business. It's December 9th, 2024. This is Nelson John. Let's get started. India is gearing up for a significant initiative aimed at closing the gap between the skills students learn and what the job market needs. The Prime Minister Internship Scheme, set to launch soon, plans to offer year-long internships to 10 million youths over 5 years, partnering with some of the country's top companies. Devina Sengupta explains how this initiative could potentially turn interns into a workforce ready to meet industry demands right from day one. Here's how it works. Companies from sectors like manufacturing and IT, which traditionally face the unemployability challenge due to outdated college curriculums, will provide internships. The schemes has already secured 125,000 internship spots from about 280 companies for candidates with various educational qualifications. However, pulling off a program of this scale isn't without its own challenges. It requires long-term commitment from both the government and companies. India is gearing up for a transformative boost in infrastructure with an ambitious plan aiming to channel 100 trillion rupees into the sector within the next 5 years. The major initiative is expected to become a hallmark of the Modi administration's third term, focusing on enhanced ports, airports, roads and utilities to world-class standards. This massive infusion is set to integrate rural and urban economies more closely, reducing travel and logistics costs, spurring growth, and improving living standards. The plan includes expanding existing infrastructure and adding new projects, especially in key areas such as transportation and utilities. Girish Chandra Prasad and Subhash Narayanan report on the grand infrastructure plans in the works for the Modi 3.0 administration. India's $254 billion IT services industry is bracing for a major shift due to generative AI, which is expected to put pricing pressure on software app creation and customer support services. These two areas, crucial for companies like Tata Consultancy Services, Infosys and others, represent about 40% of the industry's revenue. With significant parts of this business up for renewal next year, the advent of AI tools that streamline coding and customer interactions pose a potential drop in revenue from these contracts. Jas Bardia and Varun Sood spoke to analysts who predict that as contracts come up for renewal, clients will likely negotiate for lower prices, reflecting the cost efficiencies driven by AI technologies. This shift could reshape the traditional IT services model, which relies heavily on human resources and might lead to reduced hiring and a reevaluation on how projects are staffed and executed. Social media influencers like Samay Raina are struggling with copyright infringement, which affects their ability to make money from their content. Raina, who has millions of followers on YouTube, shared episodes of his popular show India's Got Latent behind a paywall. However, some users re-upload this content for free, causing him to lose potential revenue. Although YouTube makes it relatively easy to remove unauthorized content with copyright strikes, handling infringement on other sites is tougher, reports Pratishta Bagai. Legal actions are available but often avoided by creators due to their complexity and cost. Most prefer the simplicity of a quick online strike. Interestingly, while this unauthorized sharing cuts into their earnings, it can also unexpectedly boost their visibility and following. Retailers, particularly D2C brands, are increasingly leaning into flash sales throughout the year to boost revenue and stay visible. Soumya Ramasubramanian spoke to industry insiders who highlighted that these sales, especially around Black Friday, are significantly bumping up monthly sales figures, pulling in as much as a fifth of November's total sales for some brands. It's not just the big events anymore. Sales are popping up for all sorts of occasions, like Valentine's Day and even monsoon season, turning any time into a potential shopping spree. These flash sales are great for snagging new customers who might be more willing to try new products when prices drop, even if they're just dipping their toes in. That's all for today. Thank you for joining in. We're eagerly looking forward to our next Top of the Morning episode, which will be packed with fresh business news. Until then, have a great day.